Hey fam, this is Miss Diva Trucker 43. I'm coming to you to give you my quarterly payroll for January, February, March. Okay, this will probably be the last settlement statement that I'm going to do because it's just for training purposes to let you know how lease purchase works and on a 3 month period. So this is I'll give you the total for the 3 months and I'm going to break it down to you one more time so you can look at it yourself and see if this is something for you. If you don't do lease purchase or you're not interested in lease purchase or how we operate at Kllm, like I said before, this video is not for you. Please keep it moving. But this, I think, will be my last payroll that I'm going to be showing you guys because basically it's the same, okay? This is a full week of working without any bonus or anything, okay? This is a full week, just a regular week. So, I got paid $326. The last pay information I gave you was on $319. So this is $326, okay? And I had this right here was just me deadheading home. That DH means for me to deadhead home. And I was just in Brookhaven, only an hour away, so I came into Jackson, okay? And I don't get paid to deadhead to the house. But this is my first trip. The one that says 26. It was well, actually, it was my third trip. It was 512 miles. It paid me $450.56. Remember, I had the fuel tax for going through different states, and I get 31 cents for the fuel surcharge. So that trip paid $450.56 plus $147, okay, for that trip. My next trip was, if y'all could see that, my next trip was for 1,529 miles. I got paid $1,345. The fuel tax was $14.36. The fuel surcharge was $4.45. So you take 13 plus that 4. It made about $1,800 on that load. And then I had my third trip right here, which was for 1,412 miles for $1,242. That's 88 cents times $1,432. Plus you have your fuel, your tax for your going through the state. Then you have your fuel surcharge, which is 31 cents. Now, when you're an independent contractor or you totally own your own truck, I don't think they do fuel surcharges for you. That's mostly like with company lease purchase contractors like that. But if you totally own your own truck, you don't do fuel surcharge. And it's just basically to offset the cost of rising fuel. That's all it does. It just offsets the cost of rising fuel. So my total net this week was $3,959.34. Okay, so let's go down a little bit more. I had no reimbursements. I had no reefer. I had no bonus. I had nothing. I just did my miles for the week. Okay, just a straight week. Now, remember, 11 cents a mile goes into your maintenance account until you reach $10,000, and then this amount will come back to you every week. It will come back to you. That money is no longer taken out, okay? It takes you about, remember I told you, it takes you about 9 months, 9 to 10 months to build up your maintenance account to $10,000, because if they take out about $1,200 a month, you times that about 9 months, and you boom, you done made your $10,000. But there are things that will come out your maintenance account, such as if you want to get a refrigerator installed. If you gotta get your PM done, which is about $350. So those are things that may happen with your truck that you may have to take for your maintenance account. You may want to make a payment with your maintenance account, but once you cap that at $10,000 and you keep $10,000 in there, then this won't be taken out anymore. Okay, so that goes back into your check. Again, you got the same fee, which is the Qualcomm fee, which is $19. You have the bobtail fee, which is $7.52 to bobtail in your tractor. You have your tractor in your occupational health, which is $35.62. Let's go on down. Okay, then you have your tractor insurance, which is $94.95. I got my rental for my trailer, which is $15.27. My legal plan is $2.98. My truck payment is $525.03. Okay, then here's my fuel. So I had a reefer charge of $44.80. No, this is not reefer. This is a DEF fuel. When you fill up your DEF, that is not given back to you. So that's an out-of-pocket expense that you have to be concerned about as well. But you only fill DEF once a week. I fill it once a week, and it comes to about $44. Okay, that's your own expense. You do not get reimbursed for that. So here's my fuel. I filled up 2, 4, 5 times. Okay, I had 268.43, 193.43, 243.76, 289, 64. And this last one that I did, I could have did without, because I'm still riding around on that fuel and I don't even have a load. Okay, so I could have done without this last one, but I went ahead and put $100 in there. Okay, just to be on the safe side, because I wasn't by any truck stop. But I came here and I still had over half a tank of fuel. So that's how you waste fuel, because you're riding on personal and you're not under a load, and you just paying for, wasted fuel. So the total amount of deductions that came out my check was $2,233.80. Okay, and my net pay after my fixed and inexpenses, my fuel came out, my net was $1,700 $25.54. Okay, so the total miles, now this is from January through March. Okay, we can call it the end of the month. For 3 months I drove 25,339 miles. Okay, my year-to-date gross earnings came to a total of 43,877.92. So that's my gross. That doesn't have any of my expenses, like my food expense, my different things that I use, my expenses, my clothes, my all these other things. But my total gross year-to-date earnings is $43,877.92, and that's from January the 1st through March 26th. So January, February, March, for 3 months I made $43,000. So okay, January, February, March. Okay, then you have, if I stay on track like this and you times that by 12 months, so that would be, let's see, 3 months is 43, another 3 would be 86. So 86 times 2 would give you 12, 16. That would be on target about 100 and maybe 60,000, 150,000, 60,000 gross for a single driver. Okay, for a solo independent contractor, that will be your gross amount if I stay on this track. What will make that less is taking home time. taking vacation, taking time off, because you got to have some downtime. You got to have time that you spend at home. Okay, so that will make it. And I come in once a month. I come in for about 2 days once a month, and basically I'm back out there. Right now, is going to be our peak season because we're coming into spring where you have a lot of produce. And so and I've been in the lane of California lane, so I've been running from like Dallas to California back to Missouri, or anywhere like that, somewhere that would just give me a long run and I don't have to do so many trips. I do like going out to California. And I just like driving that flat down 10 or 20 or 40, and it's not too bad. And now that the weather is getting better, I did get I don't know if you could tell, but I did get my windshield fixed. That cost me $132. Um, to get that replaced. They had that replaced in no time. So basically that's it. So my thing about showing you with the pay settlement or the payroll recap is just to show you on the average if you run. Now, keep in mind, this is solo, I'm sorry. So if you came in with your spouse or a team, okay, imagine what you can do. So you don't have two fixed payments. You don't have two truck notes. You don't have two trailer rentals. You don't have that. So you only have one of everything except for the maintenance, because the maintenance goes off the miles instead of. But it's easy for teams, married couples would make the most, because all the money stays in one in the family. It stays in one account. You don't have to worry about paying nobody else the miles that they run. So if you got a team driver and your husband can do the driving, and your wife can do the driving, and the husband will do backing up into the dock and rolling down the landing gear and all that kind of stuff, and all you have to do is drive. You can really make some good money. If I can make anywhere from my highest one, you remember my highest check was 1886 or something like that. So if I'm making 1886 and I have a co-driver on here, or if y'all in a relationship or married or whatever, and that person is bringing home 2,000, that's a easy $4,000 a week for a married team. So that's why teams do so well. Okay, when you have a team that you got to pay somebody, like you only have one person to be the lead driver, and then you have your co-driver, and it's up to the person that is actually assigned to the truck to pay the person that they hire to be on their truck. So you can pay that person whatever you want. For instance, I can have somebody come on my truck, as long as they meet Kllm standards. I can have them come on my truck and work for me, and I can pay them whatever we agree on them getting paid by the mile, or just give them a flat rate. It would be up to me to pay them. And you could do that with any lead driver. And the truck is it's not in a team name. It has to be in one person name, or be in a company's name. If you're an independent contractor and you got your tax ID number, then it will be in the business name. You have to be able to write out a contract whenever you put somebody on your truck, because if you decide to split everything 50-50 and you giving that person part ownership in the truck, you got to either bottom out of the money that they put into it as well. If you're going to be paying them as a part owner or as a employee, then you just pay them, straight as an employee. But if you're going to pay them where they have actually some ownership, and that's what sometimes husband and wives run into as well, is because, they both agree that they're going to be paying for a truck, and they split the cost down the middle, and something happens to the relationship, and somebody got to buy somebody out, because you both, if you're not getting along and you're not wanting to be on the truck together, then the person who invested and the person that has to get off the truck, make sure you have that in writing, that, if one of us get off the truck, relationships start well in the beginning, okay? But sometimes over the road, it gets to be stressful, and sometimes relationships don't work out. So you have to make sure that you have that in writing of what you're obligated to if for some instance something happened that you're not on that person's truck anymore. But you're not obligated to stay on the truck. So if you pass Kllm standards and you and the person that you're on the truck with don't get along, all you have to do is jump your butt off that truck and go get your own truck. Okay, I mean, you're not obligated to be under that truck. Sometimes people just don't get along, and that's fine. You can be in your own truck. But usually this works really well for husband and wife teams, couples that really want to get out there and run. I mean, that to me, that's pretty good money, making about $4,000 a week net after your fix and your fuel. The only thing that will double here is your fuel, because you got somebody driving, and the more miles you run, the more fuel you run. So, but other than that, I was supposed to take a week off for home time, but I didn't actually quite make it. I stayed 2 days, and I got a call asking to do a recovery. So I went to Atlanta, did that. I came back to Jackson. I'm going to make a delivery in Hammond, Louisiana tomorrow. I'm gonna go pick up some, go to New Orleans, then I'm gonna come back to Jackson, and then Monday, y'all, I'm gonna do a video because I'm supposed to be flying out to California. So I'm gonna fly out to California and do a recovery and bring that truck from California back. So that's gonna be fun, and we'll see what happens from there. And when I get back from California, I'm gonna just go ahead and finish taking a couple of days off, and that'll be the end of that. But I just wanted to come and tell you, like I said, this will be my last settlement, because basically it's about the same, and it's just for learning experience, so you can do the numbers and you can work with it and see if that's something that works for you. If not, at least you'll know about the program, and you know how to run, and you'll know what to do. If it's something that you're interested in, go online to Kllm, put in your application, get a recruiter to call you back, and go from there. If you're an experienced driver, please put my name down or my truck number on your application. And if you live in Mississippi or Texas and you're interested in going to school to get your CDL, then go ahead and put in an application. Right now, Kllm is only accepting students that live in California, I'm sorry, Texas or Mississippi. That's the only way that you can come to school. Now, you can go to a school on your own and come here after you finish school. Now, that's not a problem. You can go to any one of these truck driving schools, and then once you finish with that, you can apply at Kllm and get your training and do it that way. But other than that, that's it. I'll do some more videos and do my weekly updates and stuff. But as far as, like I say, my settlement statement, this will be the last one, because it was just to show you how we run. I wanted to show you one that wouldn't be so high, but I just happened to be running, so. But you all have a good night, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.